Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be doing I feel like it's an extended reading from the last video I did, but we're just going to see what messages that come out today. It's been a very like lurky, deep energy. I'm getting a lot of you guys are irritable. I'm irritable right now. I feel like people having conversations that don't need to be had make me irritable. Like there's no way I'm willing to have conversations that I feel like, you know how I feel about it. I know how you feel about it. You would still like to express how you feel about it. Go ahead. But what does this do if you're still going to treat me the same? And so sometimes when people have an issue with you and it just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, it's an underlying issue. So it's really not, I'm not saying it's not you or the other person, but sometimes we have to recognize that, there's underlying issues that happen to us as people. Oh my God. I'm like, where are my keys? There's underlying issues that happen to us as people that we sometimes blame in other people. Like, I know, I'm going to give you guys an example. I feel like for myself, let me come right here. Okay. I feel like for myself, because I'm irritable with people and I don't really have, I don't know what I can say really to make people feel more at ease with how I feel. I'm trying to come off in a less aggressive and bitchy way. However, if you're someone that doesn't know how you're coming off and how your energy is coming off, you might not like my reaction. And so right now I feel like this energy being like in Scorpio is really just getting everyone on the same page as to how you feel. Like if you feel a certain way and people don't know how you feel, this is the season. 'Tis the season where these people are going to know how you feel. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what messages we have. I'm going to cut my deck and do a small prayer. Okay, and then I'll take right. Heavenly Father, ancestors, spirit guides, and protective angels, thank you so much for waking me up today and me being able to connect with the collective. Today I'm going to be doing a reading pertaining the energy around the rest of the year and what the collective can do to protect themselves and to help them persevere in the future to any dreams, goals that they are willing to aspire. I'm like willing to aspire. But I just love you. I appreciate that the gratitude and the grace that you give me every day with just wonderful things happening and opportunities being brought into me. I'm grateful that you are allowing people to watch my video and then finding some clarity and substance in my messages. And if you're not called up on this reading, you're not welcome. Amen. I try to do a little different prayer because I feel like I'm always praying for different things. I'm also trying to pray for you guys because yeah. So let's get into it. Let's do a 9-card spread. Usually I would do it so you guys could see the cards, but I'm just going to pull and then be talking to you. What should we talk about today? Like, what's this energy that's around the collective? Is there something that's surfacing to like, is something surfacing to like the top? Queen of Cups. A lot of you guys could be emotional right now because you are torn between focusing on work and focusing on your emotions and healing as a person. I am kind of seeing like this behind her. It kind of looked like a horse. Like I know it's a chair and I know it says a seashell right there, but this also kind of looks like a horse, like a horse's mane. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys are thinking about like, what's going to be the next step moving forward for me? What does that look like? A lot of you guys have started new jobs, have ended new jobs, have new job titles. You guys are ending friendships, you're ending relationships, you're ending marriages. I'm hearing for like over 7 years. Some of you guys have been in relationships for over 4 years and you guys are like breaking that off. I wish you a graceful transition. But yeah, the energy around this is because it's almost like the universe wants to know if you're going to choose yourself or choose this person. A lot of you guys, you already know you won the battle. You are going to be choosing yourself. But some of you guys are still torn between choosing a person that knows how they treat you horribly. And so this could be in a friendship or like in a workplace where if you're someone where other people watch you struggle, it's like, I'm really getting the energy. Oh, there's two different energies that I'm having. So there's an energy that you guys are dealing with. And again, this is somebody, friend, you know who it is. I'm getting the energy. I'm going to tell you what the first energy is. I'm getting the energy of the other person, and they like having to do everything by themselves so they can brag and boast about it, so they can say, oh, well, I do this by myself and I've done this all by myself. That's very like egotistical and prideful energy. So I do see that a lot of you guys, and I talked about this in the last full moon reading, and the eclipse that we had, was there's going to be a lot of things that you've been wanting to come in and you've been trying to release with these full moons and trying to bring in with these new moons. But sometimes when you take away like all the fluff, like if you're someone that's trying to say like, oh, well, I feel like a new person. I'm getting this job. I'm getting like this recognition. I've been putting in a lot of work, and you have been wishing for things to like be closer with your family, be closer with like, you know, your partner, and you actually like don't. It's not that you don't move on it. It's like you want to be in this energy, and then you have this partner, like this partner is really, sorry, this partner is taking over like my energy. I feel like the energy is, though, you guys, you've been praying on things, and it's coming to you now, and you're realizing that you might not have been specific, or you should have been more specific when asking these things to come in. Sorry, there's like an energy, there's like a blank space. Like I just started thinking, and then there was like a blank space, and I was thinking of somebody's like face and like how they feel and what they look like. I'm also getting that you guys keep looking at the better in people, and I think that that's great. I think that if you are someone that's just like, you know what, I don't see bad in people, I know that all people aren't bad, people have good in them. I really do feel like you are a heartful person. You're this Queen of Cups. You empathize with people and you can understand, but you also know when people aren't willing to change and people aren't willing to see themselves in a reflection, yeah, off with their heads. Because what are you talking about? All right. But you get near here, there. You guys get what I'm saying. So because you're in this Queen of Cups energy, a lot of you guys are being more emotional than what you need to be. But sometimes being emotional, it gets out what it needs to get out. Sometimes you need to get out a hard cry. Sometimes you need to get out like a hard, like, you know, opinion towards someone. And the only way that you'll do it is if you are in your emotions fully, like not thinking about any type of logic on the scale. The scale's here. I'm in the middle of having logic and emotions. You're all the way on the emotion side. You're all the way. Okay, babe? So what other messages can you tell me with the collective? What other messages can you tell me when it pertains to the collective? I told you guys this judgment, this is temperance, but like judgment came out in my last reading, and I was letting you guys know, like with judgment, it's like the universe is coming in to bring some balance. And because you see, like when you're emotional, you see how people treat you when you're emotional, when you don't feel understood, when you feel like down about yourself, you see how this person treats you, or you see how these people treat you, and it's not with love. And you can definitely see that they don't love themselves enough. And this is a message for you guys. I'm just letting you know. These people don't love themselves enough to give up their pride and ego. Their pride and ego feeds them so well. Like the person that I'm talking about specifically, they like stay at work all day and people praise them all day. Sorry, it's like slowly sliding. Okay, let me put my bear there so it doesn't slide. So this person gets praise from everyone because they are somebody that is everywhere. They go like, oh, I'm here. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do this. And people don't see the true versions of themselves. Like they are already someone that thinks that other people are judging them. So they present themselves in a way like they put on their sales representative. And I'm not really with that. I feel like people feel my energy. We're not going to talk about me, but this temperance card is going to bring in, I feel like, a sunny day. I feel a lot of you guys are confused. A lot of you guys are focused on love. You're focused on hope. You're focused on wanting to achieve the next thing. But then when your emotions come up, you're like, oh my God, like I'm working on things. Why would I be so emotional about all this stuff? And again, it's something that's underlying that's happening to you. And it could be, a lot of people like to go back to their childhood and things that are happening like in their childhood, but I do feel like some of this stuff didn't happen in their childhood. I feel like some of this stuff happened while they were a young adult and they just had to run with it. I feel like a lot of people are resentful of their parents and their caretakers and their guardians because most people and most kids had to grow up fast. You had to get a job at 15, 16. You had to take care of your brothers and sisters. You had to help your parents out around the house. And I feel like a lot of you guys are resentful, and then you're like, oh, ooh, I'm sorry, y'all, but this is just what Spirit's telling me. A lot of you guys are sitting here like, you know what? I love my parents. I love my family. These are the people that I have. Like, these are the people that I'm going to choose. And what's crazy to me is you guys praise these people so much, but these are also the same people that made you work when you were 16, that you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to have to get up to do your chores. They couldn't find a significant other to come help them out in the house, so they had to do everything themselves. Excuse me, and I'm not trying to say that everyone gets blessed with having a significant other or someone to love them or two parents in the household, but I'm gonna just nip something in the bud real quick. If you're somebody that has two parents and they were in the household and they were great to you and things were great, good, I'm not talking to you. If you were somebody that had two parents in the household and it didn't work out well, I might be talking to you. Just because you have two parents in a household doesn't mean that the household is full, that the household is protected, that the household is secure. It just means there's another person in the mix. If they're not creating the dominance and the structure that needs to be had in the house, you're just another person in the house. And depending on how you treat your kids and how they emotionally develop, you're just another person in the house. You might as well be one of the kids. You might as well be the cousin. Don't call yourself the dad or the mom, because you're not creating anything in the house but getting your kids just to the next level. It's just like, oh my God, like, okay, at least they got a D, they can go to the next level. And I also want to talk about the parents who just had, or the people, not kids, because y'all are grown up, the people who had just one parent in the household. And it goes both ways. Either you can think that your parents are Superman, Superwoman, and you don't think that they've done anything wrong. I think that that's great. But it's also, I'm pretty sure they couldn't be there for you. They couldn't give you unconditional love, because there's no way that they couldn't, because they didn't have two parents in the household. It takes two people. It takes a man and a woman to raise a child to have equal balance with their divine feminine and divine masculine. When their masculine and feminine energies are off, it's going to show. We know when men are raised by their women. We know that too. Look, okay. We know when men are raised by their moms. They're usually overly emotional. They don't know how to problem solve. They're usually manipulators. We already know what the signs are. We know what it's like when women get raised by their dad. They're usually a lot more masculine. They don't like to partake in wearing like lots of makeup. They don't like to be around other women. They're usually like the girls' guy. They hang out with only guys. And I'm not saying I'm just saying it's spot on every time, but I'm just trying to give you guys some understanding that there's some conversations that need to be had if your relationship isn't going well. And both of you guys need to have the conversation of, this is what my childhood was like, so when you do X, Y, and Z, this is what it does. And the other person needs to respect and remind themselves that not everybody is healed. But it takes a lot of courage and effort to tell the other person how you feel, because if the other person doesn't receive it and doesn't understand it and they don't want to empathize, you know what? I'm proud of you. And I hope that you move on to a different relationship and create a stronger relationship with God, because that person will soon understand that their hurt will fall on deaf ears. Amen. Jesus. You guys, I'm so don't. Anyways, there's going to be some balance brought in, because like you being emotional and this person not understanding and thinking that you're just being emotional, they're going to be, you're going to start focusing on yourself, and you're going to start paying attention to yourself, that this person is not going to shake you at all. They're going to be in their own sad energy and just like, you know what, this person makes me feel like this, and you do this to me, and you did this. I hate to say it, y'all, but when you come to somebody with respectful energy, most likely other people won't go out of their way to disrespect you. So even for me, if you think that I'm disrespecting you, You must have done something to make me feel like I needed to disrespect you. And I'm somebody, I'll tell you how you made me feel and why I don't think it's right or why it makes me feel a certain type of way. So, yeah. What else can you tell me about? Please flip the cards over. What else can you tell me about the collective? What's going on with y'all? For Pentacles. I'm getting two energies. I'm getting that this is not your energy. I'm getting that you guys are around stingy people. I feel, and I don't know if I want to make this energy masculine reading, but I'm getting a lot of masculine. Well, we did have the Queen of Cups, but what I'm picking up on is there's a masculine energy that's around you that I feel that something is going to erupt in their life. Because there's somebody that thinks that they stand on good values and morals and they think that they have a good code of ethic, their world is about to be rocked. Can I get a confirmation, Spirit? Because what I'm getting, it's almost like a pimple being popped. You know what I'm saying? Can I have confirmation? Can I have confirmation, Spirit, on what's going to happen to this masculine energy? What's going to happen to this masculine energy? Ooh. What's gonna... Okay, I did have two cards fall out. So, I said, what's gonna happen to this masculine energy? The Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So, it's the Four of Swords, sorry. This person's just gonna be working. This person's going to be working. They're going to immerse themselves in work. They're going to be waiting. And then I need to know what's going to happen because I feel like they let me know what's going to be happening with this person. Oh, it might be work related. So this person is probably going to, something around work. Can you let me know what's going to happen around their work? What's going to happen around their work and their job, Spirit? Okay. I'm all... they're going to be carrying a whole workload. And it looks like they're going to be offering their cup. Like, it's like... Let me get confirmation with this Page of Cups. Tell me about this Page of Cups because I have a feeling like these two cards are connected, but I just want to be sure. I didn't want to say something crazy, but I do think that this person is going to, be breadcrumbing. This person's going to be flirting with people at work. They're going to be flirting with people and breadcrumbing everybody everywhere. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I can help you. They're going to think that they have all the money and everything in the world. And what's the outcome, Spirit? Because again, I have the Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. This is a breadcrumbing card. This is somebody who could have everything or probably does have everything, and they breadcrumb everybody. Because again, this is all, I hate to say it, y'all, and I don't hate to say it, this is all this person has is 4 coins. Put them in 4 corners of the house. Because what are we going to do with 4 coins? And then when they get a little bit more, they start handing out their coins to other people because they think that they're hot fucking baller because now they have all the workload on their back and they have to do everything themselves. They have to take care of themselves. They have to make themselves happy. They have to start making other friends so they can hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? So without you, they're going to definitely look. I have this at the bottom of the deck. And I wasn't trying to turn it into a divine masculine read, but this person is going to feel lost without you. Like, I have a feeling that when things start to blow up in their world, and like I said, I'm gonna ask a little bit what is gonna happen. What's that moment of what's gonna happen? But with this Page of Cups, I do think that they're being flirtatious and giving their energy out other places. And you know what? That's okay with me. 100%, that's okay with me because Spirit's going to protect me, make sure that I'm not involved with anybody that has been doing anything wrong, people that have been sexually active with other people. I ask my spirit guides to look over me and my family who's watching this, to protect them for anything that is trying to give them any ill will or any intentions or any STDs, spiritual transmitted diseases either. And I ask you to take these people out before it's even brought to them at all. I ask you, Spirit, please. any energies that are trying to infiltrate or cause any harm or any like distrust or dishonesty. I'm getting like a whole bunch of like, negatives. I feel, Spirit, please just protect them. Don't let anyone come into their vicinity with any type of negative energy, any ill will, any ill intentions, and just let them strive forward. I appreciate and I love you. Amen. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I almost feel like it feels like messages, or I want to say something, but then messages are being forced. Oh, we're going to talk about what this situation is. Because remember, I was like, oh, something's going to happen. What's going to happen? They're going to start breadcrumbing, and then they're going to have a lot on their work plate. What else is going to happen? What else is happening? What else? What's the peak moment that's going to happen in this person's life? What's the change that's going to happen in this person's life that they're going to regret? What's the change in this person's life that they're going to regret? Okay, so I have the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, not the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. So the King of Wands and Eight of Wands. So what's going to happen? This person's going to be upset that you move forward. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that you guys are making the choice to move forward, and you guys actually finally get the funds and the capital to move forward. And when you do so, this person's going to be super upset. It's almost like this person sees you focusing on yourself, and they see that you are attentive. Like, it's just like you're not letting down, you're not letting up with like focusing on yourself, fam. It's like, please stop playing around. And I was like, what's going to be happening with this person? This person is going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I see it. King of Wands. Y'all are out of here. So if I put them this way, like, this person's going to be so focused on whatever's happening in their life. Like, I have a feeling that they're upset that their 8 wands are going like away, and you guys are like the 8 of wands. Confirmation, Spirit. I'm going to give you guys some advice after this of what you can do. Always be focusing on yourself, because people will show you. It's like, I have never been in a position where I didn't want to help somebody that I didn't like. If I didn't want to help you, I'd be like, oh, no, I probably don't. In my head, I'd probably be like, oh, I don't want to help you, and I'll help you, because you, whatever, might be at work. But I've never been in a situation where I was with somebody and I was in a relationship, I was with somebody close, and I was just hating on them and just hating them and then wanting to help them. So, yeah, this ace is, there's going to be a truth that's said here. Confirmation, there's going to be a truth, and this person's going to be upset that you're standing on your truth. I want to get a little bit more into like this person's head though. Why do they feel like they can do this to you? What is the overall, why do they feel like they can do this to you? They want to lead you on in the dark because they don't even know where they're going. They want you to ride this wave, and they want you to ride like this emotional wave because they don't even know where you're going. I suggest that you guys build out like a 5-year plan and really start moving on it. 23 when I said that, but having a 5-year plan and just like moving on it, I think that will kind of give you some understanding of how long things take to progress and how long things take, I guess, for you to feel successful or for you to achieve like your next goal or ambition or whatever you like. But this person is dragging you along because they don't even know. It's like they're big mad up here with the King of Wands, right? And we think that they're the king. They're just big mad. They're not king. They're not big king money though. Like, come on now. They're upset. Like they're a master manipulator, and you coming in with the truth. The truth is letting them know that they're the page. And that you're trying to blindly lead them. And they're like, I'm not trying to blindly lead you. I'm just trying to figure it out. Excuse me? That doesn't make any sense. So if you're out there and you're with the partner and you're wanting them to lead in the relationship or a friendship, and they don't usually have any direction in their own life, and they just kind of like do things, and they just let things happen to them. You guys are probably going to have a conversation that's going to strike this person like down. And you know what? They've been manipulating you this whole time anyways, because they've been trying to pretend to be somebody that they're not. So I don't feel bad for it. Let me get you guys some advice, even though I feel like that was the advice. I wanted to get like in the person's head really quick. You guys know what they're thinking. I'm not saying that they treat you like this all the time, but most of the time they're not able to articulate their words and tell you how they feel unless something traumatic is happening. And that's an issue. And who cares if you're scared? Like, you're going to be a 30-year-old man, 40-year-old man, 50-year-old man, 60-year-old man, and still have these issues that you were having in high school. These are the same issues that you were having in college. I think that's very embarrassing, y'all. I think it's embarrassing for y'all to be like, well, I just don't know how to do that. We have the internet. And if you're somebody that's younger than me, just filling you guys in, I'm talking to a guy that's younger than me, and you're an iPad kid, and you're telling me you don't know how to research stuff online? So yeah, near here, there. Let's get some advice for you guys. Yeah. What's the advice? 6 cards, please, Spirit. I don't want to be on here too long. I just want to give them the messages. What advice do you have for the collective today? You have to make a blind choice. So, like, stop fucking with this person or to fuck with them. And I feel like for myself, let me give you some insight. I said that I wasn't going to be fucking with some person, and then I am kind of fucking with them. But I guess I'm riding the fence because I'm still letting them think that we're cool instead of like actually standing on business. So that's an example of how it looks like riding the fence and not making like a definite decision. What other advice? What other advice can you give? What other advice can you give the collective? What is this? Weighing out your choices, y'all. What are you gonna, if you stop talking to this person, what are you gonna miss? You're not gonna miss the arguments, I tell you that. You're not gonna miss this person not doing anything for you. You're not gonna miss this person not finding active ways to communicate. You're not gonna miss this person overly spending their time at work and giving people compliments and good jobs at work and never coming home to give you, you're not going to miss none of that. So when you make the decision and you guys plan out your years and you plan out the next 5 years, next month, or whatever you want to do, be sure to add to keep people away from you who are not motivated. I don't care. You could be motivated selling strippers, whatever you want to do, but make sure to keep people away from you who are not motivated and who have ill will or intent towards you. Also ask to keep people who are confused away from you, because if you're not confused, having confused people around you is going to make you confused. So what other advice? You guys need to make a blind decision and you need to make a weighed decision. Okay. King of Cups. I think you guys, this is the advice. Be careful of this person being manipulative. I'm getting someone strongly, again, who was raised by their mom. A lot of moms raise like the households. So this person is emotionally manipulative. So just know that there could be nothing in this big ass cup. And this could be like what's actually made out of real gold. This could be just like fucking bronze and copper. Well, copper's kind of expensive, but like it could be bronze and like a whole bunch of steel, just shit that's like worthless. And it looks like this person's going to be sad, like because you're in a position where you're kind of weighing your options and just kind of staying away from this person. What other advice? Right. You guys have other opportunities, but you're sad that this opportunity didn't work out. I get it. Just take the cup, though. Whoever's handing you the cup, just take it. It looks like every cup that you tried before. Let me actually get some more advice. Let me get some more advice with the 4 cups. Give me some advice to explain the 4 cups, please, because I don't want to say that and then you guys take the cup and then there's nothing in there again. But you learned your lesson this time for good, I hope. Watch out for petty arguments. People just argue with you to win. They don't argue with you to prove any points. I feel like I should write that down. That's good. People don't argue with you to win. People argue to make points. People argue to prove their point. People argue to make sure that their point is most right. Okay. And last advice, any other advice for the collective before we get off of here? think anything flipped over. We did last in victory. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Get that shit out of here. Like, what's at the bottom? And the magician, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't wait for this person to change, because if they wanted to change, they would be making active changes for you on a daily, and they wouldn't have to tell you like, oh, okay, well, I am working on things. You're just making it seem like I'm not working on anything. That's a child. That's not a man. He's not going to come to you. Same with women. I mean, I'm just being emotional because, and they can't even give you a reason. Well, I'm just being emotional because you told me that I couldn't do something, or you told me that you didn't love me. Okay, that's kind of harsh. I feel like for women, it's more of like, you try to nitpick everything. It's just like, oh, okay, well, you said this to me, you said this to me, you said this to me, and your partner's actively trying to make it right and just saying, okay, I'm doing this, can I do this for you? Okay, I'm doing this, can I do this for you? And like, they're actually doing the words, and like their actions are matching the words. So it's just like, if you say, I have an issue with you being empathetic with me and like showing me empathy, and the person is like, okay, well, how do I show you empathy? And you say, well, just listening to me because I feel like you're talking over me. And then this person is just like, okay, well, it's because, and they give you like, it's just like, it's not gonna work right now, and it's okay that it's not gonna work. And I just ask God to give us a easy, gradual transition into this new positive life force that we have coming for us. Don't look too back on people who don't want to move with you. They make it very hard and make it very difficult. They're not very open. They don't come to you with any type of ideas, but they're always willing to take. Again, you guys are the magicians, and you have everything that you need to get yourself out of these situations. I love you most. I'll talk to you soon. And if you want any personal readings, follow me on my Project Trilogy Inc. page. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.